Can't tell that though from like, you know, it's early on. Both
True.
teams
Let's
have
see
been
how they
very,
deal with the
very
Shaman and
close.
the Itin though.
Remember, DD only just made that Harpy. It was an amazing make, so it's a positive thing, but they only just made it, so who knows. So they're killing the Shaman, they're betting him pretty quick.
Full meleeing the Shaman as expected.
Meanwhile, Diplomats are fighting Gloomhunger. They might want to keep a bit more of a flex on him, but they seem to be doing well to stop his poison, and obviously his you can reflect his stomp on a Guardian, for example, for about 80k damage, because there's 3 projectiles. Well, on Guardian there's only 3, on Mesmer there's like 5 or 6.
Yeah, 6.
You can only hit 3 on Guardian max though, which kind of sucks.
Ooh, it looks like the streamer from Rise to Glory has gone disconnected.
Oh.
Or is having massive lag.
Yes.
You might need to.
Oh, he DC'd.
Oh.
As long as he can get
Ooh.
back in before they finish Harpy, it's fine.
It's there's so much to play for yet. It's still perfectly. Either team's got this.
So that's gotta be stressful. A DC right at the start.
Right at the start on the finals, that
that's
must be
it's
quite
really
stressful, but it
unlucky.
is
There's nothing we
very
can do
early in the
about that.
run. Everything is still possible.
It really sucks for RTG. They're just waiting outside.
Difficulty scale 0. They're cheating. Just kidding.
Does he know he's allowed to re-enter? Yeah, he does. Okay, it's all good.
Probably waiting until
Diplomats, they have. Oh, that's kind of risky. They're going in straight. Oh, it's a thief. They're going to solo. Okay. I see they have 1 person dead. It's a slower tactic soloing actually. Generally, what you can do to get the fastest kill is you can basically have everyone stack might first. It makes the torch hitting go quicker. Time warps also work effectively, and you have a guardian kiting rounds. But since 1 person's dead, the thief can quite easily solo it anyway for the whole party, which is also effective. He was getting the golds or gems, not the chat. The gems are being split between the 2 top teams, and the gold is being split between top 8 teams.
7.
Oh yeah, 7. The 8th one is Quag and Backpacks on Taku.
Exactly.
I thought it was what was it? Broken Claw.
Broken Claw, yeah, but Taku
He's
is generously offering 5 pink Quaggan backpacks for the 8th team. So they have a nice memento of this tournament.
Okay, on the ice, let's see.
Yeah, the diplomats are losing a lot of money by a lot of time by having a thief do it, but they do have an advantage at the start over RTG, so they might be able to.
The ice wall is at about 80% now for DD.
It will break, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, it's about to break.
Lagged a little bit for me now, but okay, it's back. Quality is this definitely capped at 720? This is pretty high quality.
It doesn't matter.
We went through the hard part, broadcasting all 12. It's only 2.
That was chaos. There was no way to tell what was going on there.
We can't see how. Oh, RTG need to make sure they can get out of combat so we can respawn. Yep, he's respawned. Nice.
I think they were waiting for them to get a checkpoint so he didn't respawn down there.
Well, he's on to Old Tom now, so let's see how this goes for him. As for DD, they need to get that fire up. The quality as well, I can't exactly see what's going on because it's in the middle of the okay, it's back, it's good. Oh, yeah,
I think it's just your internet, Zork.
Yeah, I have, well, my download speed and upload speed is pretty low.
Now we can see Rise to Glory being already on Old Tom.
They
Well,
were
the
very
diplomats
fast with
are...
those 4 bosses.
They were incredibly fast. I think it was the right decision for them to go with the uncategorized fractal as the first choice.
Yeah, it turned out a good choice for them.
They might actually finish in under my estimate.
I'm not
Which is an
sure that
amazing thing.
the Elementalist and DD knows they're doing a great job, but as an Elementalist on the Ice Fractal, for example, what you can do is you can target Meteor Shower and Ice Bow on the tip of the elemental source, and all the hits will connect. This will do a lot of damage, and it will basically phase it almost instantly. So even if you bring a Staff Ellie here, you can do this extremely quickly, providing
also...
you kill the ads.
Oh, they already cracked it. I was about to say you can drop an ice 2, or there are various skills from different professions that'll crack the thing that floats above it and
It's
stop
about
the
5
swirling winds like cripple thing.
NGs can do it. I'm not sure how. Elementalists can do it using water skill
Thieves,
2.
mesmers... I think everyone can do it with some skill.
They could do the GS pool right here though, because they've aggroed 3 ads from the right hand side and 2 ads from the left. They shouldn't have pulled it towards the middle, though that is very risky. It's looking like a potential wipe judging by their positioning. And the aggro's another one as well. There is a, it's a good, there's like 7 aggroed I see there. Yeah, it's got tons of them aggroed there. Ooh, interesting they can actually pull through this. Meanwhile, Rise to Glory are on the end of Harpy. They did very well, also considering that the streamer DC'd, unfortunately. Two Guardians, I think, makes it a lot easier at the end of Harpy, and especially just the whole of Harpy is smooth with 2 guards. A bit slower though. Diplomats are going strong.
Rise to Glory just finished their Harpy. Let's finish their Snow. Oh, Rise to Glory gets Snow.
Oh, nice. Oh, that was unfortunate. I saw that the streamer, the thief, there was a smoke, you know, a smoke up, and I spiked through the middle of it. It seemed a bit, that was a bit weird.
Looks like, nope. They're both
Wipe
of
for
these
DD.
teams are taking the, oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, DD's gonna wipe, or at least it looked like it was. There's
It looks
1
like
dead player, 2 dead players, 1 downs, and the others are fairly close.
it looks like both of these teams are taking the slow way down at the start of Snowblind.
Yeah, maybe they're just not aware of the quicker way though.
Or maybe it's just a risk and they want to play defensively now that they're in the finals.
Either sounds like a plausible explanation for it. So there is currently 4 people still alive. It's not looking like a wipe. As said, if the Ellie was running staff, they could have
Yeah,
had this dead by
they
now.
they killed the Ice Elemental, so...
The Ice Elementals is the main like the hardest part of the entire fractal really.
Yeah.
Dealing with those effectively. The M boss isn't so bad. Providing people dodge out from his breath attack and not just stand there and face tank and get everyone else killed.
I wonder how he intends to do this on a Guardian. Or does he intend to have the Thief do it? Oh, all of them at once. So we're seeing the diplomats are already on the end boss. Rise to Glory is about to fight the elemental. I suppose seeing how quickly Rise to Glory can kill this thing will be the difference. I remember, I
Yeah.
don't know if it was Rise to Glory, but in the previous round, one of the teams finished Snowblind very, very quickly. Which team was that?
I'm not 100% certain. Another tip, if you're a class that can stack confusion, you can do a lot of damage to the legendary shaman. Like when he's up there, the ice AoEs he does on the floor do a lot of damage to him. It's a strange weapon choice there by the thief actually for the end boss in legendary shaman. You'd think dagger, but I don't play thief that well at all in fractals, so I can't really comment.
Well, you might keep it as an offset to Blast Knight.
He's gone
But-
short bow and dagger pistol.
Oh. Well, or pistol.
I suppose you get the additional stun and obviously some smoke feast to res people up maybe.
Yeah, but the blinding won't work on him because he has Defiance, so...
Not for the blinding, just for resing people up, stealth.
That could work, yeah.
But yeah, Shadow Refuge on his bar, so I don't know. Anyway, DD are doing a great job on the legendary shaman. They are burning him effectively. They have embers up too. He's dying well.
He's
Meanwhile,
about to teleport, though.
Meanwhile, Rise to Glory. I'm not sure they know how to shatter it, and I'm not sure anyone in their class can shatter it.
Thief
course,
can, with short bow.
Oh, like I'm main Guardian, and I'm not even sure Guardians have a way to do it. I ended up playing anyone fractals because of the lack of Ellies in the guild anyway, but still.
But yeah, that swirling attack from the thing on top is really annoying. It's
Yeah,
probably slowing them down quite a lot.
it cripples you, and it's really irritating in general.
So the diplomats just finished theirs, bringing them up to 15 points.
That was a really good job
While
there by the diplomats.
while RTG is still at 11 points from the first Harpy. But when RTG finishes this Snowblind, they'll be at 22 points, so we'll see.
Let's see what DD get our side again. We've had so much cliffside today.
So boring. Give us
I
a
love cliffside.
dredge.
I think cliffside's really interesting.
No, it is
I
quite
think it's very
interesting to
varied.
watch.
Yeah, because it has a mix of there's so many different ways in terms of FGS and fighting in the open. And also, just in general, it's got a mixture of more difficult bosses and more difficult trash in the same fractal.
Well, if you have a thief in your party, the trash is completely pointless.
Well, and maximum of 5 targets on the blind field, which is fairly small anyway, it's not completely pointless. But they are doing a
True.
good job. In DD, they're ice bow stunning legendary arch diviner to get some free hits on him.
Of course, this is one of those places where you want a mesmer, because every time he spins, you just pop a feedback. 70k damage.
Ooh, it looks
Oh,
like
if you got
Rise to
Guardian, you can
Glory
do a
is
lot
gonna
of
have to
damage to.
respawn.
Oh, wow. That's bad.
Oh, I did wipe. I was watching DD for a bit.
Same.
Those I should expand multi-watch. I'll watch Rise to Glory and see if they're doing anything wrong, or just see if they got unlucky.
Having that thing swirling at them's probably not helping.
Yeah, I'm not sure they're aware of how to break it. Well, the thief doesn't know how to, and you said it's the only person that knows how to, well, can in the party.
Possibly, yeah. I don't know. Guardians and Warriors might be able to as well. But if anyone did know, they would have probably told the thief to do that, so...
I think Rise to Glory may lack a bit of damage, which is an issue in terms of killing the ads quickly. but they're doing pretty good. I mean, wipes do happen on the ice elemental bit. It's just normal. They have aggro, there's 4 aggroed. They needs to get another reflect in front of the other one. Oh, that was not a good time to phase it. Should have cleared the other ads first, but we'll see if this goes to plan or not.
RTG had the strongest start, and they were strong in the second round, but it doesn't look like they're going to match up to the Diplomats at this rate.
Yeah, they need to pull something back. That wipe cost them some time. As of the Diplomats, they are powering ahead. And they are on cliffside, they are killing the first 2 seals. You have to remember recently in the latest patch, they reduced the size of the hitbox of the seal, so you actually have to go a lot closer to hit it now, whereas you used to be able to hit it basically basically completely on the side of it. So whenever you used to run the hammers on the chest seal, you used to be able to hit it basically just by running in a little bit. Now you have to run right in there.
Wrists, you mean?
No, I mean chest seal. No, sorry, wrist, not chest seal.
Yes.
Looks like the thief is very good and knows the blink spot. Well, the portal spots. No, I was saying portal. It's not portal, is it?
They don't have a Mesmer.
No, I meant short by 5.
Infiltrator's arrow.
That's the one. I don't know Mesmer names as no thief name skills.
So yeah, as they're saying in the chat, Sword Pistol is excellent on Thief, not because of the pistol whip, but because of the blinds on 5. You can basically take a massive group of trash and then not get hit once.
Yeah, and also
Though
taking.
the
Sorry.
Diplomats seem to be going way to the other side, so this might slow them down a bit. Rise to Glory is past the Elemental.
All the diplomats are taking an interesting place actually. They're not standing in the middle, they're actually pulling the ads to the brazier and killing them there.
Yes, I believe that was the old DNT guide to Cliffside technique.
Yeah. That's
That's
definitely
useful
worse.
if you're at 70s, I suppose it would be. But if you're at 70s, you're in such a risky position, you probably won't want to move past the start anyway.
Well, it's not those like on 50s. It's really not necessary to move all the way, but they are better off just staying in the middle. If any of you are talking about Thief, if you just watch the amount of misses on the screen due to the blind field, you know, you'll see why they're so good. And to be honest, the
Especially on
damage
Cliffside.
on sword, yeah, like the damage on sword is also really strong.
It's one of the few thief weapons that can cleave.
Yep. Basically, the Thief's like only real cleave option in melee terms. Mind you, the short bow's not too bad.
But then you miss out on your blinds and then
Oh yeah,
dead.
trust me. For like, I'm not saying like on trash. You know, sword pistol's definitely the best option. No real debate about that. But they are doing a great job in DD and pulling ahead at the looks of it at the moment.
Meanwhile, RTG has made it to the boss room, and the boss has started his Agony Icicles. If they can hurry up, they might be able to still win this, because they had an advantage from the Harpy Fractal.
Yep. RTG still have an advantage. Well, not an advantage, but they still have a chance. There's a lot to play for yet. It'll be interesting what the end bosses are. See if you get more my trins, because my trin is definitely one of the more riskier fractals. The guard should really pop his heels. I'm guessing Ultra Keeling is making up some of the mistakes he's making when dodging. Mind you, he's still doing a great job.
Altruistic healing is fine if you need a little bit of extra... Like this group doesn't have a problem with DPS, their DPS is fine. Switching a little bit of your trait line into healing, like altruistic healing, can make a big difference if you want to play it safe like this.
It's really unnecessary in level 50, so... and you miss out on a lot of
It
damage.
is unnecessary. You lose a lot of damage. You lose a bit of time, but it's still if you don't have the ability to.
Ooh.
I mean,
They need to make
it's
sure they walk backwards or they dodge backwards on the shaman because you get people killed if you just run around like that.
so
It's
that
not
puts
always easy to dodge
RTG
out
that
there.
puts RTG up to 23 points. But
And
when
DT are
diplomats,
they're currently on the seals.
yeah, the wrist seals. If when DT finishes this, they'll be pulling way ahead again. Oh, Rise got cliffside as well. Oh no.
Oh, well.
Oh god.
That's so horrible.
Cliffside is getting pretty boring now. I've had it so many times today.
But
Well, I
both
think
teams
everyone
sport a
watching,
thief, which is going to help them a lot to progress quickly and almost ignore the ads.
yeah, I think everyone watching the stream as well, the whole way through. If anyone has been, I don't know if they have, but you know they must be like, must have learnt a lot about Cliffside from today.
They're like, oh
Yeah.
no, no more cliffside.
Oh.
Not more, no.
I'm thinking about the people who are going to roll fracked after this and are going to get cliffside, and they're going to be like, oh god damn it, again? Okay.
We have a question of who's leading. Right now, Rise to Glory is in the lead with 23 points versus Diplomats 15, but Diplomats is far closer to the end of Cliffside, and they're going to get a whole load of points for that.
And also depends on the last factor. Like if I think it's Diplomats had the really success. No, it wasn't. It was RTG with the really good technique for my trainer stealth.
It was IV, and they
was IV.
dropped
Was
out
it
in the
IV?
last round.
You sure it was IV? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was IV.
I thought it was a team with 2 Guardians.
I know it was IV, the stealth
I
blast.
think we need to execute that technique, you know, in King sometime because it worked really well.
It is an
Yeah.
amazing technique.
Let's see if it works. Maybe add it to a guide.
Yeah, we can try it next time we get my chin anyway.
I suppose the question is, how easy is it to perma stealth with just a thief?
Well, you got the blast on other people as well. I don't see why it'd be too much of an issue.
It's not that much of an
Well,
issue, to be honest.
even if you have
you could
3
do
and
stealth
Shadow
traits.
Arts, even if you have stealth traits, it should only... yeah, I suppose if you took a Deception cooldown, that would probably help.
Because if anything, blast your smoke screen, your shadow refuge, and then you can just blast smoke bombs, black powder, I mean.
Then if you just get someone who's got swiftness to run rounds, you know, you'll be perfectly fine doing that technique.
Or drop some of those pots.
Yeah, Hylic potions, I use those sometimes. Also, I use the med kits. You know, they got a little heal and they got some swiftness. It was pretty handy to have.
On an NG?
No, Guardian.
No, the consumables.
Yeah,
Medkits?
you can drop like 1k heals for yourself, and you also get swiftness from skill 2. They cost 77
Really?
karma per usage. Yeah, you buy them from.
What's the cooldown?
I'm not sure. I'll check for you right now. I can just look at my inventory.
If there's no
Okay,
cooldown, that's a
I'm
little bit
using
OP.
it. No, there's a cooldown. So skill 2 gives you 12.5 seconds of fury, 12.5 seconds of swiftness on a 20-second cooldown, so that's over half swiftness uptime. And skill 1 drops a package of bundles that provides a little healing on a 12-second cooldown and heals you for about 1k. So it's pretty handy just to have in the cannon phase as an extra little booster, you know?
Yeah, I can see me using that.
And also the pots of Hylic potion. Both from I think it's Timberline or Lorna's. I can't remember what the map's called. It's one of those two. You buy them from the there's like an event that happens in like a Hylic place, and that's almost permanent swiftness, which
Right.
is still pretty handy. Anyway, as for the teams, DD is going really strong there on Archdiviner. They dropped FGS
I
kind
don't
of
know.
late.
RTG looks like they're catching up, actually.
Yeah, they do look like they're catching up.
Hmm.
They're already going up.
RTG, you're right. RTG do look like they're catching up.
Maybe it was the stacking on the other side of the chest seal that slowed DD down.
Possibly. I mean, we did move about halfway through, but that might have been why.
Well, since this is Cliffside, and everyone knows Cliffside and is bored with it. Let's talk about you at D&T's Dungeon Tournament.
Pulling the sword, dropping the gauntlet.
Me?
Shit.
I didn't screw up too much. I mean, we could have practiced more, but I personally didn't do anything wrong.
Except wipe.
Yeah, that wasn't my fault on either of the runs. That one was Billy's fault for FGS rushing through a hitbox, and the other person's, well, he didn't know, to be fair, because we don't do story mode dungeons, so I don't blame him. And the other one was a certain person ran out of the refuge, and I got all the aggro and died.
I love it how
No
for that
one's.
certain person you don't get the name, but you just threw Billy under the bus.
Yeah.
That's
It's
because
so hard.
that's because Billy throws everyone under the bus.
Or are you scared of her?
Not really, no.
She can be quite scary, apparently.
Diplomats, if you're listening, your thief should equip Scorpion Wire so that when he puts up a reflect, you can pull your party mates to him and get them killed. That's
See, I
that's
wish
a
we had
king
the Ranger
trademark,
team.
that right there.
I wish we had the Ranger team. What was it? Midnight Mayhem? Just
Mm.
for the longbow troll on this.
Longbow
Just for the
3
longbow troll.
on this guy, amazing.
Such value, making him stealth up. And people don't check their minimap and they're like, what the fuck? Troll value, guys. Gotta keep it entertaining, right? But it seems like Diplomats is still gonna finish this fractal quite a while before RTG. It all depends on what's gonna be the next roll. There
Yeah.
could always be a comeback, and it's still early in the third round, the finals of the King Fractal Tournament. Keep in mind, we are only 30 minutes in a 90-minute round.
Amphorian just poked me saying, "Warrior tremor."
Yes.
He's
So
done
many.
that to me before. He's got me killed. I was on my Ellie. I had to go from Arch to Fire. Now what does he do? Goes and uses bloody tremor.
There's a
That's
thought. I wonder if you
pretty
could
annoyed about
reflect
it.
Icebow 5 on this guy.
Yeah, you can. I think you
Oh,
can anyway.
amazing.
Never tried it, but I'm pretty sure you could do. I generally bring Arcane Shield, Arcane like Wave and the Cripple thing for this, to be honest, though, for kiting him around. Cripple helps a lot on this dude. So anyway, it looks like BD are nearly done.
It is quite funny, by the way, because we didn't see Thieves attempting to do what Leroy, our Guild Thief, does on the Arch Diviner last boss.
Yeah, it's not necessary, but my opinion, it does help. If
It
the
helps
thief
a
just
lot.
if the thief
You
just keeps
take
aggro
a,
for phase 1.
You take a sword pistol thief, and if you time it right, you can have the thief tank because the evades will counter every single attack the Arch Diviner throws at you. You can do it in
Yeah.
phase 2 as well. It's just trickier because his attack time changes.
Another
That
good
way,
thing to do is
everyone can stand behind the boss and just full melee him face to face to face to face without even worrying about anything else.
So
You can't get
DD just went up to 31 points. RTG is still at 23 until they finish this fractal.
Let's see what DD gets next, as they are zoning.
let's see. I'd like to see a Jade Maw on 50 because I like to see how more people
Jade
deal with
Maw.
Well, we got a Jade Maw.
Ilkajondies, as Zip likes to call them.
There were kanjis, you
John D. I remember that.
I wonder if Akwasi muted the "you have been banned from the server" sound.
Oh no! Why would you do that? Why
That would
would
be
you
so
mean
mean.
like that?
Because I'm a king member. It's what
You
we
can't
do.
you can't handle the banter. Just can't handle it, man.
Banter.
Can't
Dude,
handle it.
you sounded like you were talking about those horses from Star Wars, Bantha.
Did I?
Yeah. Your very British accent, I couldn't hear the R at all. It sounded like you were saying Bantha.
Very
Bantha
British.
herder. Yes.
Very British. Get some tea and biscuits.
Faces!
Racism!
Anyway, to get serious on this, let's see how I do this Jade Maw.